They don't like you because they're not used to not being able to control someone. This is Richard Readings, and this is a collective read. A lot of you are under heavy fire right now, is what I'm hearing. Like, there are a lot of talking heads around you, is what I'm hearing. And it's because you're free. It's because you have decided to live your life in a way which does not have a form of control or a hierarchical pressure upon it. And this is making some people very upset with you. I don't like doing these readings all the times where they're just like negative energy around, but I need to tell you that there's quite a bit of negative energy around you. But it's not you. I'm seeing it's like a dome of like white or gold light around you, and then there's a bunch of like different talking heads and talking faces like around you that are not coming from you. It's coming from people who are talking about you. You, as far as I know, haven't been doing much. That's what it feels like. Your energy is very like peaceful. Your energy is very like relaxed, balanced, okay with where you're at, okay with not having what you don't have yet, but also it's that whole saying about always be content with what you have, but always want from a place of more, or like look for more in your life, strive for that. That's what I'm hearing, is that you're in a place where you're content with what you have, but you're also in a place where you're gathering your energy to take the next step into something new for yourself. And there's a lot of people that don't want this to occur, is what I'm hearing. So a lot of this is because they want to block you from your upward momentum. It's like there's a wave that you've already caught and they're trying to knock you off your surfboard. But you're still, hanging 10 and it's making people upset. That's what I'm hearing. And these people are playing dirty. That's what I'm hearing. These are the kind of individuals that are going to manipulate your kindness, are going to manipulate people around you, are going to manipulate the narrative about you. It's like they're not even coming to you to address if they have any kind of problem with you, but I feel like it's because it's bigger than that. This is like full on wanting to stop your progression forward, because if you progress forward into the next level, then there's no way for these people to grab from you, both on an energetic and probably physical standpoint. So some of these may actually been stealing money from you or scamming you, but also on a standpoint of they won't be able to compete with you anymore. So all three of these things are happening. They want to continue to steal from you, block you, and compete with you. And the only way that they can do that is by keeping you down under a certain threshold within your life. And that's what they are attempting to do at this moment, is keep you down at a certain threshold. And the way that they're doing that is by filling your mental and energetic space with a bunch of talking heads that are basically putting negative words out into your environment. This is one of those times where you really need to be listening to the voice that comes in and saying, who are you? Who is speaking? Where is this coming from? Because if it's not you and it's not your most high and your higher connection, then that's not something that you really need to be listening to. And what these people are doing is they're hoping that they can basically hack in a bunch of different ways to push you off of connecting with your true voice, with your true intention and your true purpose. Because if they can, essentially talk through you, even see how my voice is getting hard to speak through right now. If they can talk through you, then they feel like they can control you, because it's the narrative coming out of your own mouth about what's going on. That's what the aim is with all of this energy. It feels like it's a spell, honestly. In a bunch of cases, it may be straight up witchcraft. It may just be the power of thought and power of intention. This may be like the art of war, of art of psychological warfare. But this is a lot of like talking heads around you, designed to fill your mental space with a bunch of like noise, so that when you're trying to connect to your higher self, you're unable to. So I suggest that you really, really focus on that specific connection, which is to your higher self, that you speak affirmations in regards to getting that really, really crisp information and intuition to come through. Because if you're trying to trust even like other tarot readers out here on TikTok and things like that, a lot of these people are going to be hijacked and hacked into speaking specific things to you that are not actually what you need to hear right now, but maybe the voice of one of these talking heads around you coming through a different face. So be aware, be discerning. Not everyone deserves access to you. Understand which doors you have open, understand what you are exchanging in order to do that, because if you're have a door open to someone that wants to exchange like your blessings for like little pieces of insight that they give to you, that's not an equal exchange, and you need to pull back and close doors to those different streams that are coming in towards you. I highly suggest that you practice self-protection, meditation, and maybe astral projection in the way where you're building out your fortress, but maybe not as much astral projection, because your head is pretty full of a lot of this other energy coming in right now. And that is a trap. Like, that's a trap in a lot of ways. There's going to be nuggets of good information in here, but you have to understand what's you and what's not you. Or you, if even if it's all you, you have to understand which parts are the healed versions of you and which parts are not the healed versions of you, because you still have access to all of these different timelines, dimensions, ancestors, groups of people that maybe are not aligned with the highest timeline that you're going to right now. So you have to be discerning, and you have to know how to decide whose voice you're listening to, especially right now, because it is really, really bogged down with a bunch of extra noise, so that you're not going to be able to hear, so that you're not going to be able to make the right decision for yourself, so that you're not going to be able to advance farther than you already are.